Ford Stadium in Dallas. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Boston College Eagles and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Pony Express put SMU football on the map, and Gerald J. Ford Stadium continues to shine. Opened in 2000, its capacity of 32,000 has grown over the years. The SMU Mustangs are high on the success of last season and hope to pack the pony again this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Play action on first down. Turns it upfield. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Jukes his way for more. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Right side, it's right. Pulled to the ground.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. RPO complete. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Eagles look to keep this drive humming. Quick give. It's Dickens. Enough to move the chains. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still scoreless here after this offense has dominated time of possession as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Quick catch. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Hands it off. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Moving the pocket, it's McKenzie. They're all over it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Number 99, set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So SMU's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on it.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
And the Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He's got the tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They just keep firing. Makes the grab. It's Knight.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Well, Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Upstairs, he's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Touchdown, Mustangs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hits inside, it's Dickens. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch. Elite coverage.
2nd and long here. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Right on target this time.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And the Mustangs are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Breaks into the open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the 1st down.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes the grab, defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Rush right in his face. Hit as he throws. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? So they'll use a timeout here, one more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to go up top on second down. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Look out! They get to him as he throws. Caught. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Got his man.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He unleashes a long one. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.